Hi, welcome to another Guns Contractors video. I'm lucky enough to be on the stand at Balmer with iDig, but I want to talk you through some of the simple things that iDig does that maybe you're not aware of, and maybe you're out on a job site and you need a little bit of help. This one's for you. Tape measure features. Touch the screen, you get your measure up here and you get your tape measure. That will then stay on the screen for you. Now currently it's 0 to where my bucket is. As you can see, I'm not on anything in particular. So let's measure something. I'll move the bucket over to the edge of this box here. Let's say I want to measure the edge of this box. Appreciate it's a bit of a flexible box. Now, I'm going to 0 my tape measure. Press a button, I'm 0'd. However, that's on the middle of the bucket. Now, I'm trying to measure from the left-hand edge of my bucket. Well, no problem, we can do that. I can click on the bucket and you see how that's now locked to the left-hand side. That's telling me I'm 0'd where I am, on the left-hand edge. We can double check this because if I snap to the right of the bucket, just by doing that, sure enough, 0.31. Well, it's a 300ml bucket, so you know, iDig already knows the width of your bucket, obviously, you've input these things. But I can then move this over to the other edge of the box, and it'll tell me a few things. One, that I've changed height slightly, but we're looking for width here in this instance, which it's saying is 630ml. Really, I should get a tape measure out and check it, but trust me, I use this feature all the time on my jobs, and it's really, really good. Another thing you can do is measure the height of things. So, what I can do, again, I'll snap it to the middle of my bucket for this one. We can measure the height of this box. So, I'll just put it on the edge there, and I'll 0 myself. Now, what I can do is just quickly put this down on the floor. Don't want to damage the carpet. I was never allowed to drive a machine inside, can't damage the carpet. You can now see it gives me not just how far I've moved to the right in this instance, it also tells me then how high that is, which is 600, which makes sense for the depth of this box. So very easy there. Now, let me show you the other super good feature of this, which is slopes. So you've got a machine, I'll just move this out the way. Let's say I've got a slope and I want to match a slope. So I'm going to hold the bucket on the top or the bottom of my slope, and I don't know what the angle is, but that's what I want to match. So how do I know how to input the right grade into iDig if I don't know what my slope is? So I can measure it with the machine, reach the top or the bottom of the slope, depends where you're sat, 0 myself, nice and easy. I can then move my bucket to a position that may be the top or the other end of the slope, really, the top or the bottom. I can curl my bucket. Of course, iDig knows where you are in 3D everywhere. And you can see now where I'm holding my bucket, I've got a slope percentage there of 32%, basically. I can then use that information to input a grade, if I'm doing a single or indeed a dual slope, and match that slope and work to that, which is a great feature. I use that one all the time when trying to match slopes. So yeah, there are a few basic functions that you can do with the tape measure. Don't think, by the way, it's limited here because we're on the stand, but you can do this in 360 degrees. So you can measure a point in one direction, spin 180 degrees over, measure it over there. Trust me, it's just as accurate. Really, really clever. A few quick features for you on the tape measure. Hope that helps you. Thanks for watching. I've got some other iDig YouTube videos, which hopefully are good tutorials for you to watch as well. So hope you have a good iDig journey. Cheers, guys.